Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year. Hopefully everything is going great. Hopefully you got all your nice Christmas gifts and you're prepared for the long road of 2018 ahead. 2017 had a whole bunch of nonsense. Hopefully we were able to put all that behind us and get right back to 2002. A year where everything was great. Let's go even farther back to a year like, 1999. Where a game comes out with cel-shaded graphics and has some of the most amazing music. Mwah, the best thing of all time is in the works, the original Jet Set Radio. But here we are. We're talking about the sequel, and let's face it, this game is a sequel. Like it or not, hate it or love it, this game is a sequel. And there's a lot of conspiracy theories and fan theories, yes, even fan theories about what's the story of this game. But this is not the pizza guy. This is your boy Yo-Yo, a.k.a. the main protagonist, even though we are all protagonists in this world. However, in this world of graffiti spraying, just completely street tearing up Rudies, there's one really, really big problem and concern. The Tokyo police force and the government, what are you doing? Legitimately being honest, could you imagine if there was let's just say a mass production crime syndicate out there, but the government decided they were going to send tanks after regular people on skates? Be a little smidge perturbed, just a little bit, you know what I'm talking about. So, right now they're just going to have me do a little bit of a tutorial, the jump button. Now it's jump 3 times, and it's being legit. How do you think I even got all the way out of Dogenzaka Hill, all the way over here without knowing how to do any of this stuff? I mean, I do appreciate it, but at the same time, it's really unnecessary. I'm just saying. All right, Gum, you really starting to try my patience now. I get it. You want me to grind on rails. I appreciate that and everything, but as we've already stated in moments prior, jumping on a rail is not something you just do by accident. All right, I've already grinded 3 times now, lady. I don't know what necessarily you want from me now. Sure you're not just taking the piss? I kind of wish the cans would just spawn. I mean, that's not really something that's going to happen, but, it would be pretty dope. So, yeah, basically, the soul of the street, these are things that only are visible to the Rudies. The average human being can't actually see these spray cans for some reason. Because they don't believe in the soul of the street, baby. So, they don't reap the benefits of the rewards. Unfortunate, absolutely, but, Wow. When you just straight up miss it, but don't worry. Look at that sick rebound. A boost dash. Honestly, if there was one thing that was unrealistic about this game, what you're about to watch is that mechanic. That right there, that would kill a person. There's no way that the amount of velocity picked up by your skates will not just have you do a flip and you just die. Or your feet explode. But hey. First off, I ain't gonna have you insult my boy like that. So, basically, he's a prototype of a noise tank. That is something that's actually said later on in the game. Shout outs to the real Pezza. Thanks for the follow, my dude. But yeah. Yo, noob, you heard about that Jet Set Radio, right? Yeah, man, it was one of the greatest games of, the Dreamcast. Oh, you're not talking about that. All right, my bad. Although, to be fair, I'm not sure which of the games I like best yet. I don't know. I've had a decade to freaking decide, but I honestly don't know.
Baby. The master of mayhem, know what I'm saying? Bring you another Tokyo Underground pirate radio broadcast from Jet Set Radio. I'm gonna bust into your head through your cute little ears and blow your mind with my sexy voice and out of sight sound.
I don't know about sexy voice, but the sounds is out of sight. I'll give you that.
Suckers. Tokyo is being oppressed by the Rukaku Group, a mega enterprise headed by Rukaku Goji. Rukaku is using his money and influence to mess with everything: industry, society, and even our culture. And he's even got his eyes set on City Hall. Lately, Rukaku's been shaking down the government, passing that Rukaku law crap, even buying off the police department. This law ain't nothing but garbage.
Garbage. Hey, man, I'm just saying, first world country is about to head right down this road. They're going to have corporations running the government. Oh, wait, they already do. Excuse me.
And some spineless fools have already become flunkies in their diabolical scheme. You better believe it.
Oh, yeah, Professor K, yes. A couple of people from Jet Set Radio Live retweeted me, and I was like, you know, much love. I appreciate that.
There's a group of young kids who tear up these streets. I'm talking about the Rudies. These kids have set out to bury Tokyo and graffiti. And now they're all wrapped up in their own little territorial.
Still says I'm playing Overwatch.
The hottest team at the moment is the GGs. There's Yo-Yo, a guy who'll blow your mind with silver tongue. And Gum, a real cool lady who leaves a trail of broken hearts wherever she goes. And let's not forget their leader, a self-styled genius that goes by the name of Corn. These three ain't your garden variety street punk. Know what I'm saying? Lately, Tokyo's been on one bad trip. The attack on the record store on Chuo Street, prowlers in Dogenzaka Hill, lowlifes spreading vicious rumors, the mysterious blackout on 99th Street. And who should be following them around but the Rikaku Group's watchdog, the Rikaku Police. With the Rikaku Expo just around the corner, the crackdown...
I ain't even gonna lie though, them Roadster go-karts that the Rikaku Police is packing, them the cop cars of the future. We need those.
My first date, I was so nervous, know what I'm saying? I forgot to wear my underwear, baby. This ain't the time to be sitting around sipping afternoon tea. Game's gonna start soon, and y'all gonna be the one making the plays.
Making the plays, I could dig that. But yeah, so there's a lot of fan theories, as I said, about what this game is, on if it's a prequel, is it a sequel, what exactly is Jet Set Radio Future, what type of dope stuff is it really? And I have my own theory, alright? But I'll let the chat decide. Do y'all want me to just spill out my whole theory at the beginning? Or do you want me to only spill out my opinion on the theory as the elements reveal themselves in the game? I'll let the people that are here early decide on what we're going to do about that. Now, one thing I will say about the Xbox 360's emulation of this game is there's slowdown every now and then, but it's not honestly that bad. Like, for a lot of people, they don't even really notice it. However, there is one area where you're going to notice it. It's going to make you upset, and you're going to cry, and that is 99th Street. Because I don't know what it is about the nighttime and all the people I guess it's got to render down there. It feels bad, man. Actually, you'll notice it here when there's like a large group of people. But at least it's not jittery slowdown. Like, it's slowed down, but it's like a constant frame rate. But I see somebody wants me to go ahead and spill the beans. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. You hit him with a shuffle. Didn't necessarily want to turn around there, but... I'm surprised they don't teach you about the shuffle in the tutorial, because that just seems like something that is very useful. Because if you just regularly skate down this hill, you're going to miss like half of that. You're going to miss like half of those sprays, and it's not what's best for business, babe. I sprayed too early. But don't worry, baby. Ah. You see how clean that is? You see how sexy? That is beastly. That's godlike. There's a level of respect that you got to have for just having such crisp movement. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I think there's one that's like right over here. Yo, gotta slow it down on the mother. See, I ain't really want to miss that. You know what I'm saying? I want to do this all in one trip. Game's out here, giving me the L fade. Oh, you don't know about this game? Well, you picked a mighty fine time to get educated. Oh, wow, I forgot this one was even here. This one legit snuck up on me, guys. My bad.
Time to flush out those rumor-spreading punks. Give them my God.
All right, so a lot of you who may have known about the original game know that Beat was like the main character. He was the new Rudy. He was the young boy running over here throughout Shibuya Terminal, right? So all that being said, You're wondering, all right, how come in future he's not the main character? But not only is he not the main character, he's now a rumor-spreading scumbag, even though he's on the cover of Jet Set Radio Future. That seems a little bit suspect, right? All right, this is why I think it's a sequel, right? At the beginning of this game, do you remember a certain shadowy figure that had blue eyes but had a beat silhouette, and they said it was robbing record stores, and you know, there was a big blackout on 99th Street and all this other nonsense? Well, let me just explain to you why that is. Although I think I could have made that if I just didn't hold back. Honestly, I just didn't believe. But so the reason why that is because you're gonna find out there's a character that fits that description and depiction later on in this game. I won't necessarily spoil who that is for you right now, but just know that is a character that does get established, and they are not one of the good folk. However, you find out that at the end boss, there's a certain element missing. You're like, wait a minute, there's only 2 of this, and normally in a certain event called Tagger's Tag, which we will get into a lot later, it's supposed to be a 3-on-1 fight, but this one's 2-on-1. Well, that shadowy figure that you saw in the intro is the 3rd one, but he's gone rogue from the bad folks. So he's like an anti-hero, like he's just out there in the streets messing things up for everybody. Now, if you remember the plot of the first game, Goji was like, "Hey, bruh, I need this little record, right? It's called the Devil's Contract. You know what I'm saying? We gonna need to get some souls, and I need a high-ass tower." Remember, he had it on a high tower. He was playing that DJ music, and he was playing Grace and Glory. And then it turned out that that was a hoax. But conveniently enough, we're on another tower in this game, and it's the same song, but it's a remix, as if though this version is the one that could truly seal man's souls. And which even says, "Show me your evil. Let me see the demon." That's something he says in the ending cutscene. So I'm just saying, I think this is a continuation of that plan, and that Zero Beat was originally sent out in some way, shape, or form to go find the Devil's Contract. But he's not even really digging what's going on in the street. He's not even digging what Rokaku Goji's got going on. And some people have noticed that, wait a minute, this Rokaku, his name is, his Goji is spelled a little bit differently than they spelled in the original game. Now, that could just be a translation thing. I understand that. But let's just go full tinfoil hat conspiracy mode, right? If you look at the end game, you're going to notice that Goji has one of those mysterious disco-like robotic helmets on. Where have we seen that before? Well, let me tell you. In the first game, we've seen it on 4 different occasions. We saw a highly advanced one developed by the Noise Tanks, and they used it on your dog Potts. Now, in that game, when they put it on your boy the Potts, you noticed he moves like a cow, like a mind control device. So if it can make a dog move like a cow, it could make a robot speak like a human. Like, that's not like a far-fetched concept, you know what I'm saying? So all that being said, to say this, if you look at the end of Jet Set Radio, the original, you see that it says Goji's son is in power, right? Now, Goji's son was looking kinda yellow-eyed with, I don't know, some pointy-ass ears. Now, I don't know about you, but that reminds me of a certain individual group that you find out is working for the Golden Rhinos in this game, in which, oh, wait a minute, technically there's only 2 of, because there's NT3000, which is later developed to be revealed to be another character, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to get there when we get there. All I'm saying is it adds up that the new Goji is a noise tank, and he's got noise tank fuckboys in the street, and those noise tank fuckboys are controlling other gangs to control the streets. Just how they used the mind control devices in the original game with the poison jam that you fought in Benten, which just so happened to be the city of night where the noise tanks roam. There's a lot of coincidences. I'll bring them up as we go. But right now, Beat's like, "Hey, bruh, I'm going to go back to the garage." And it makes sense that he knows where the garage is at because he's been there before. He was there in the past because the GG split up for some reason.
Looking for your autographs. Let's use those pretty white shirts and do some serious artwork.
But I do love the fact that we get to beat up the cops in this game. Excuse me, sir. Pardon me. Also, there is an interesting thing that I want to try to do. I kind of got to get them over here, though. You got to kite them. I don't know why. I just remember you're able to knock them into the electric fence. Okay, maybe not. Honestly thought that you could. All right, you guys can get off me, man. I was just trying to show something off. Grinding on rails gets them off of you automatically, so I guess there is that. If you run into him, you can just knock him over. Just get him with the body check. And if you're not going fast enough, you're obviously just going to get tackled. So now that we've demonstrated all that, let's just go ahead and make this easy for all of us, right? Go ahead and line yourselves up. Come on. Bring it in. I know y'all are tired. They definitely don't. I'm over here, buddy. Right here. Guys. There you go. Some of y'all understood. Oh, I'm out of cans. That's relatively unfortunate. Yes, you can hit them while they're down. You could be a scumbag. Like, oh man, you're down? Oh man, I'll help you up though. Also, since it's the first battle, you can leave. The game will actually be kind enough to let you leave if you were to somehow get low on health. That is not always a luxury that's going to be afforded through you throughout the game, though. I can go ahead and tell you that right now. So to continue with the tinfoil hat shenanigans that are afoot here. Remember what I said about the GGs used to be a group? Well, that explains why Tab is Corn now. I mean, just like, you know, myself, I change usernames. Sometimes, you know, you're not digging your old vibe. You know, you gotta rejuvenate yourself. You gotta reinvent yourself. You know what I'm saying? Add something to your repertoire. And thus, Corn was born. Corn was able to feel more like himself. Instead of just looking like a really, really awful South Park character redesign, your boy decided he was going to be a self-styled genius. Boom. Now, the reason why Beat left is probably, and the reason why the group broke up, is remember that shadowy figure that looks like Beat that we talked about? Well, that was giving the GGs a bad rap, a bad name. So a lot of the GGs was like, hey, bruh, if you gonna have that dude around, nah, bruh, we can't be messing around with a homie that's out here in the streets terrorizing it like that, baby. That's not cool.
Damn, it's Poison Jam. I can't believe they're showing their ugly faces in broad daylight. Shame on them. Are they the ones behind all this?
I mean, another little thing I want to say. Can DJ Professor K not read? Can K not read? He's saying, hey, bruh, are they the reason that's behind this? I don't know, bruh. I mean, that looks like it says Poison Jam to me, bruh. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just using my deductive reasoning here, babe. But yeah, it genuinely would make sense that the group would split up if it was a rumor that one of their homies was out here just messing stuff up. And it would make sense that your boy Beat was salty that his old crew would just kick him out. That's why he became a rumor-spreading scumbag. Because, I mean, wouldn't you be, like, fully on tilt? I can't believe I missed that. But wouldn't you be on tilt if every single person in your old clique, your old crew, just decided they were just going to turn on you? Ain't even gonna give you a chance to explain yourself? I ain't even gonna lie, I'd be lit as fuck too. And now that he just wants to clear his name, y'all squash the beef. Wow, that literally that could not have gone any worse than it did right there. Did I miss one? You know, I'm just gonna play it like I didn't miss one. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Yep, I missed one. I can already see it in the what do you call it? The distance there. I am so terrible at hitting these medium sprays, bro. But I think there's like 25 cans here. So yeah, there you go. Holla at your boy, Corn. What? Oh. I probably could not recreate that in a million years. I don't know how I just did like a 180 with all my momentum going the other way. I mean, that could probably be a useful speedrun strat somewhere. I'm not a speedrunner, so I'm not going to be able to find a good use for it, and clearly I am missing a lot more than I thought. Alright, it would be nice to just go ahead and grab that. Since we already know what I missed, let's just go back ahead and tag that. Bam. Yeah, as I said, it's an interesting fan theory. You can go ahead and throw me into the Headcanon Boys Discord group. Really, bruh? I can't even skate in peace. You got to drive your big ass RV into me. All right, I see how it is. I will say that Jet Set Radio Future was kind of kind to my boys jam over here. And the reason why I say that is just this. If you saw how low budget their outfits were in the first game, you felt bad for them. Like, you couldn't even call it cosplay. They were just wearing some ripped up blue shirts and some tan overalls. Some khaki overalls. That's it. They had no style. They weren't bumping it. They had zero swag. They had nothing going on. They hung out in old warehouses and residential zones that are still being built up. They were the no-budget boys. They kind of reminded me more of the Amoeba Boys from the Powerpuff Girls, but that was a whole different discussion for a different timeline. And this is the game, you know, they at least got big shoulder pads, and I'm going to go ahead and grab this tape. Basically, that tape unlocks challenges for you to do to unlock more graffiti souls and things of that nature. We'll see if we can get one right here real quick. Did they used to grunt in Jet Grind Radio? They used to, but like it wasn't as grunty. And also, every time you get one of those cutscenes, that means you did one of the challenges on the tape. But in Grind, it was more like they sounded more like frogs, to be honest. And this one, they're just like you couldn't hang out with these boys at the club. They'd just be aggressively grunting at everybody, yo. Excuse me, bartender, can I get a drink? Dude, I wouldn't be able to do it. All right, have a good one, my boy. Happy New Year to you. Someone don't really want to see us coming. So basically, they're just saying that someone you really don't want to see is coming, which adds to the theory that the GGs broke up. Because this is one of the, I won't say OGs, but he's one of the original characters in the first game. And he lost his homeboy. And as you may have noticed, why would we not want to see him? Well, let's go find out. What's this? Who's been spraying these ugly tags? I'm guessing it was you. It's on. And he just accuses you. Like there's not even like an amount of respect. He just straight up tells you, nah, homie, you gonna pay what you owe. Now this challenge isn't necessarily hard though. You just got to make sure you don't land on that rail right there, because there's so many times I've done this challenge. And because I was going too fast off that other rail, I ended up losing the challenge. And boy, let me tell you, does it suck. Does it suck. So yeah, you just want to pump the brakes going down this hill. Bam. Oh, I do think it's kind of funny that these three big brawling dudes hid from Combo. Like, Combo was going to give him the hands and the boombox.
HQ to all squads. There are reports of youths skating near Shibuya Terminal. All units in the area, please investigate. Repeat, all units.
Yo, kid.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, when the cops have become, like, actually the government and the government has become the corporation, I mean, what you expect, my boy? Hey, Combo, the garage, it's the other, you know, you got it, bro.
Why is it so hard for you to catch a few little punks? Hurry up and arrest them!
I mean, you saying that like you've caught us before, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really calling you a liar or nothing. I'm just saying I just don't think that happened. All right, first of all, whatever, we going for a ride. Get off me. Oh my God. Get up. I'm not gonna make it. Wow, okay, y'all just gonna jump me like that. I mean, that's cool and all. Man, what type, does this boy have a hand cannon? Jesus. Man, that was just a straight up triple kill right there. Yeah, you actually don't have to kill Hayashi. For the longest time, I thought we had to spray him, but all you gotta do is kill the 21 officers. So, honestly, all my life, I had been doing that wrong.